Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah, wa ba'd. My brothers and sisters, Eid Mubarak to all of you. Inshallah, today or tomorrow will be Eid. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept whatever we could do in this month of Ramadan al-Kareem, which was a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept what we could do. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive the shortcomings of what we did. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to beautify our deeds and make them worthy of His acceptance. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this the best Ramadan of our lives, if this is the last one, and if it is not the last one, then to give us, and then in that case to give us another one and make that one the best of our lives, inshaAllah. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive all those of our friends and relatives and brothers and sisters who passed away before this Ramadan. I want to make special mention of my very, very dear friend and brother and my companion in all the works of Deen, alhamdulillah, my brother Adnan Mahmood. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to fill his qabr with nur and to make it one of the gardens of Jannah. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give his family, which is literally like my family, give them sabr and to protect them from all evil. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our du'as for Adnan and to make all the good things that he did a means of sadaqah jariyah, to forgive his sins and to accept him in Jannatul Firdaus and to grant him the company of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala this for all of us, all those who have passed away and all those who are going to pass away from now until the Day of Judgment, all the Muslims who have died and all the Muslims who are going to die. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive all of us, to fill our qubur with nur, to make our graves the gardens of Jannah, to save us from the trials and tribulations and the azab of the qabr. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to resurrect us with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his Sahaba, and to grant us the shade of his arsh on the day when there will be no shade except his shade. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us to meet Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam on his house, al-Hawz al-Kawthar, and to receive the water of al-Kawthar from his blessed hand. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to show us the beautiful smile of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he looks at us and is pleased with us. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enable us to say directly salam to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and say Assalamu alaikum Ya Rasulullah. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enable and to grant that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam should reply to our salam and give us dua. And we ask Allah to accept that dua in our favor and his shafaat in our favor. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant that we cross the sirat behind Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the hifz and aman of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that Allah grants us the entrance into Jannatul Firdaus al-A'la bighayri hisab, without hisab, in the company of Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam walking behind him. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us the company of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Jannatul Firdaus al-A'la, and to grant us space at his feet. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enable us to listen to the recitation of the Quran al-Kareem in the beautiful voice of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Jannatul Firdaus. And finally, and most importantly, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us his own didar, his own ruya in Jannatul Firdaus as he promised, and to make us among those who will listen to that declaration of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the announcement that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make to say that from today I am pleased with you and I will never be displeased. وصلى الله على نبي الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Eid Mubarak to all of you and all your families, and I request you for special dua for me and my family. جزاكم الله خيرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.